Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here aboard HX Expeditions MS Roald Amundsen, and I'm here in Alaska. It's actually my first, maybe another expedition cruise. I've been to Alaska a few times, but this is the first real nominal expedition cruise that I've been on. And I have been on this ship before, briefly, so it was a great time to do it again. I'm here with Adrian Rubio, who is the expedition leader, and we're going to talk to him about the whole program, the expedition program here, which is really quite different from a lot of other expeditions I've been on. You hear about that and more on Insider Travel Report. First of all, Adrian, great to meet you here, and I've been listening to your meetings and everything else. We're actually here in the expedition, I guess, the meeting area, the lounge, where you brief everybody every day about what we're going to get the next day. And so, what exactly, what can guests expect from this expedition?
Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a pleasure to have you here on board with us. And with HX, we look a little bit different of things. Science is one of our top priorities.
It is, and you have a whole area here that's a lot of laboratories, almost microscopes, things like that, whole things, which makes it really different from the start. Yeah.
Yes, we want the voyage to be an experience not only outside but also on board, that you learn about the destinations we go to. We participate in a lot of citizen science, so a lot of the data we collect on board goes to institutions that then start analyzing these.
And you also have guest scientists on here all the time. Right?
Yes, we have on all our voyages, through all our destinations, we destinate cabins for guest lecturers and scientists that come and conduct their studies.
That's great. No, so it's a very different kind of expedition. And then, of course, here in Alaska, what can guests expect to see? We just got back and we saw a lot, believe me. So
a lot of nature,
yeah,
and a lot of smaller communities. We try to avoid the big cities, the bigger communities. We try to go where the others do not go, and to give you the real Alaskan experience.
Well, you absolutely do that. I mean, I've been to Alaska a few times, and a lot of it is the same. You really get off the beaten path, I think. We were in the Indian Islands, which is just above Glacier Bay, but we don't go to Glacier Bay, right?
Yeah. No, we're not going to Glacier Bay. It's many ships go there, we know,
Yeah.
but we try to find you the hidden gems where it's not so easy to get to.
And then we went to Klewak Island, which I didn't realize is one of the biggest islands around. It really is amazing, and we had a wonderful experience there. And we did some zodiac all around there as well. And then we're here in the Indian Islands, and then we still got a few more days. We're going to go up to Valdez, right?
Yes, well, this is in 2 days' time.
Yeah.
Before that, we're gonna stop at Icy Bay for a little bit.
I forgot about that. So Icy Bay is what, tomorrow, right?
Yes, Icy Bay is tomorrow, and then we hope to get you a little bit in between the ice. Take also, of course, some samples there.
Yeah, well, we did. We actually went. I went out. You can go out on the science boat. I did that today, and we took samples. We acted like real scientists. I don't know if we really were, but we were doing well.
You did, because that work that you collected there will get sent to the institutions that then will analyze it and include it in their studies. So you contributed by just going out and collecting a few samples.
I'm glad I did. Now I feel like much better about myself now, right? But yeah, so it is really a very and it's very. You have, I think, what's the count? You said you had almost 29 people aboard for this one?
Right now we have 29, but it constitutes out of, we have Zodiac drivers, then we have, of course, lecturers. We have also 2 interns that are just starting their career in tourism or looking if it's something for them. Then we have interpreters that translate the lectures into German language.
Yeah. Well, you do have some contingent of Germans, some French, and some Americans, some Australians. A lot of people. It really is a very international mix. Yeah.
It is, and we're quite proud to have an international, not only guests, but also crew. So it's all one big family.
How do you get to be an expedition leader?
I started with tourism studies. Well,
Yeah.
First I studied history, then I went to tourism, adventure tourism, did a lot of guiding, started in the expedition industry as a historian. I
Right.
used to be a lecturer, and then an assistant expedition leader, and now expedition leader here.
There you go. And where are you from originally?
I am from Chile.
You're from Chile, but you said you're also what?
Also half German, yeah.
Half German as
Yes.
well. So But yeah, so you've seen a lot of this thing. What do you think? Have you been on other expedition ships before or not?
Within the company, I have been in pretty much all their ships. The
Okay.
only one missing is the MS Spitsbergen, but on the others I have been.
Okay, so what do you think is the HX expedition's difference? The what is it makes this a different kind of expedition cruise?
A little bit of what I said. We have great focus on science, great focus on going onto the hidden places, the smaller communities, to engage with the smaller communities. We take great pride on sustainability, and that also goes in hand with supporting local communities, small communities, making so that they get something out of the tourism and not just a visit and off we go.
Well, when we were in Klaywak Island, clearly you have a couple of excursions where you're being catered to by the local community. I did a wonderful oyster meal, which was great, and then you had we were on last night. Where were we? And
We
you
were
had
at Cake.
I'm sorry, we had cake, and you had a whole a lot of members of the local Native Americans who were here who were giving a performance, and then we all went over and kind of communed with them over in their town, right?
Yes, that's also something very special to see or to feel, how welcomed we are in these smaller communities. And it was a great show. We learned a lot from them, and they had a nice performance, a little bit of music, dance, and talked a little bit about the clans, right? The Ravens and the Eagles. So it was quite nice.
And I heard the crew played basketball with some of the kids. I missed that, but that sounded like an amazing event to see like that.
Yes, that was scheduled. They had already done that on our previous call. And now when we were making the contact for this visit, there was a lot of talk of which court they're going to play, that they wanted a rematch. From the crew wanted a rematch because we lost.
Did you win yesterday? Or?
I'm not quite sure. I have to ask the crew.
We'll have to get the crew.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to have to be a playoff soon, right?
Exactly, exactly. But we will keep playing. So when we are in Greenland, we play football there, in the small communities. Wherever we go, we try to engage as much as possible with the locals, and get them to tell us their story.
Well, as I said, there's not a destination here that in Alaska that you are doing that I've done before. I've done sort of the traditional regular cruise destinations in Alaska, but this, is really something. I want to congratulate you. I think this is an amazing thing, amazing cruise, very different, and it really is. There is a big difference with HX Expeditions.
That's wonderful to hear, and I'm really glad to hear that.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.